guys, this is Adam Keith, and you're watching Love, Light, and Joy Tarot. Thank you for coming by. These are going to be your monthly readings for, of course, September. Wow, we're already in September, right? What a crazy year, 2020. So, there are a few things I wanted to go over before we get right into your reading. Don't forget that there is no gender in tarot, so if I call you an empress and you happen to be a guy, it's not a big deal, it's just the energy you're carrying. Do also remember that time is fluid, so that even the future events that I talk about, usually within 3 months, is, and this brings me up to free will as well, is that the energy that you put out and the energy that other people put out or don't put out also can change the circumstances in the future. So nothing is particularly written in stone. There are going to be events that are definitely coming your way. Those are brought by the universe, tower moments, other things to teach you lessons. It's how you usually deal with them, which predicts exactly, will you learn your lesson quickly, or will you have to go through it? And sometimes these lessons are painful, of course. Divorces, accidents, all kinds of things happen that we all have to get through. Our soul is here to learn. So do keep that in mind, okay? So in general, just basically use the tarot as advice. Now, these are general readings, so they're not going to resonate with everybody. I hope you can take something that does resonate with you, leave the rest behind. And also you may want to check your rising moon and Venus signs as well, in case they may have some more clarity. I do the same thing with myself. I am a Leo with a Taurus rising and Virgo and Venus moon, both are Virgo. So occasionally the universe leads me to do that as well. There is also something I do as well with my tarot cards for other readers that I do watch, which I also do enjoy. I usually ask the universe, usually I'm drawn to it, but usually because there's so many on my YouTube channel now that they just keep falling into place. So I literally ask the universe if this is, or my higher selves, my spirit guides, whatever you want to call them, if this is something that I'm supposed to be viewing, and I usually ask for a positive up card to view that particular reading. Now for you, if you don't have tarot at home, you can do the same thing with, say, a deck of cards, maybe like you need a red card or a black card or a numbered card, or say that you need the jack, the queen, or the king, something like that, to see if that's going to be your reading or not. So just sort of help in that way. And when there's choose a card pick for somebody who just like to choose a deck, I usually do where I have the same thing, but I do one for each particular deck. So sometimes the universe wants me to read all of them, sometimes none of them are readings, and I don't bother to watch them. And maybe there is one of them, and they always resonate, especially with the tarot too. It always gives, whatever the answer is here, it's usually right in that reading. So it's quite interesting, very beautiful as well. And if you do need a personal reading, my email's below in the description box. And let me see, was that about it? I guess so. So let's begin, all right? I'll talk to you later. Ciao. Hey Sagittarius, how you doing? This is your September 2020 reading. So we're going to see what goes on. I hope you are checking out my weeklies as well. So this is the overview for the month. I do the monthlies a little different than my weeklies. They do 4 columns, upward and downward. And the 4 ones on the top will be the immediate past. The second row will be the present situation. Third row will be advice from spirit or obstacles you may have to overcome. And the 4th row is the future, usually reading into about 3 months. And of course that could happen pretty much right when you're reading it. I'm reading the energies that are the most likely outcome at this time that you're viewing this, okay? So energies can change, like I said, everything is fluid and everybody has free will, because this is a free will planet. So now let's get into your reading. And of course we will have clarifiers for all of this. So we do have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse for the immediate past. Oops, they're swinging around here. We have the 5 of Swords in the upright. Lots of 5s so far. We have the Hierophant in reverse, and we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. The overall for this past is the Judgment in reverse. Okay. The Judgment card here speaks of not being, someone not waking up to a calling, or someone not reconciling, making very bad judgments or decisions, or also sometimes this is also about the timing, the divine timing, not quite being right. The Judgment card and the is a, you know, many of the cards have similar outlooks as far as time and other concerns, so that, you know, depending on how they're also placed together. So we do have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody is getting over a feeling of abandonment or a feeling of lack, and especially with considering everything that's been happening in the world, you know, people can feel a bit abandoned because a lot of them are social distancing or, you know, stuck in their house somewhere alone. Could also mean there's a, you know, relationships too, because I also see the Five of Swords, which is also wanting to win at any cost, and this is conflict, this is manipulation. So it's no doubt it's probably someone that you're dealing with, or a group that you're dealing with. But someone is sort of getting out of this energy. Now, fives are all about changes. It could also be a lack of finance as well, or emotional support with the Five of Pentacles here. But the Five of Swords definitely speaks of manipulation, having to win at this any cost kind of battlefield. And someone may have, and you may have even won at say, what cost? What did it cost you to go through this battle, to prove you're right, or to whatever it had happened for this? We have the Hierophant in reverse, and again, either someone's not following their higher intuition, again with the same with the Judgment card here. These are both major arcana, the Judgment and the Hierophant. This also speaks of traditions. It speaks of marriage and ceremonies. It speaks of teachers and following your intuition. It can also sometimes speak of governments and you know, church organizations, corporations, bigger, you know, influencers in the world. So we're going to get some clarifiers to see what this is all about, which is interesting too, because right next to it we have the Ace of Swords, which is also in reverse. So remember I talked about the Five of Swords having manipulation, having to win at any cost, and this is the card of no communication, lies, deceit, half-truths. So not really good. Now this is again in the immediate past, and well, however that translates for you. I mean, I think you'll know right off the bat what I'm talking about if this reading is for you. So, yeah, again, someone making really bad judgments and having this sort of win at any cost mentality. Let's get some cards for clarifiers here. Give me 2 cards for the Five of Pentacles, please. 2 cards for the Five of Pentacles. We have the Knave of Cups, or Page of Cups. We also have the Four of Cups in reverse. I'm going to get all the clarifiers before I go on. Can I have 2 clarifiers for the Five of Swords, please? Can I have 2 clarifiers for the Five of Swords, please? We have the Five of Cups in reverse. And we have the Ten of Cups in the upright. Interesting. It does look like somebody wants to come in for an apology, or maybe had to come in for an apology. I feel like someone didn't come in though. We have the Eight of Wands, exactly, Eight of Wands in reverse, and we have the Five of Pentacles in the upright, which that's the second time this card's come up in the past. One time reverse, one time upright. And the Ace of Swords, the Empress in the upright, and we have the Seven of Swords in the upright. Okay, the Empress is definitely you. In the back of the deck here, we do have the Three of Wands, sort of a wanting to move forward. Okay, so this is definitely somebody you're dealing with. Somebody was not either communicating, well, not even communicating, not even telling you the truth, because with this Seven of Swords, this is someone trying to get away with something, and this is not even the guilty part. Like this is happening now, or happened in the immediate past. Someone was either stealing, cheating, lying, infidelity. This is all about this. I hate this card to the maximum. But you here are the beautiful Empress, you know, showing your abundance, taking care of yourself, and this person, whoever this is viewing you like that. However, you know, I feel with the apology card here, with the Page of Cups, that someone kind of wants to come in, like they're not waking up to the calling to come in and apologize to you, like they feel the need to, but then with the Four of Cups here, they feel like it's just too late. Remember, this is all in the immediate past. It could have just happened, as a matter of fact. someone just thinking that it's something, it's too late, you know, and they're trying to get over the sense of abandonment. Now, then there's a sense of wanting to try to win at any cost, which is the five of swords and the seven of swords are very close in that in category there, because they both do speak of manipulation, deception, etc. And you know, again, we have the Five of Cups in the reverse, someone trying to get over a sense of loss, maybe having a bit of remorse because they lost this Ten of Cups. And I think that losing the Ten of Cups was with you. That's the happy ever after. That's having everything. And they're trying to get over this. Now, it's interesting that they have this mentality, like they want to come into it and then apologize, but thinking it's too late, but then having this kind of coming back and wanting to win at any cost. Now, the Hierophant here, there is no communication with the Eight of Wands in reverse. And then, of course, we have the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like they're vacillating back and forth here. One moment, they're trying to get over the abandonment and knowing that you're gone, right? Whatever the situation was, that you're gone. And then the next minute, there's a sense of feeling that loss tremendously. So it's kind of going back and forth, but they're not communicating this, of course, because we have the Hierophant in the reverse. They're not listening to their intuition, their higher selves, and they're certainly not communicating with that Eight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, all in the immediate past. Not waking up to this calling. Now, which is interesting too, they are not speaking any truth, or if they are speaking truth, it's lies and deceptions, because that Seven of Swords is right above you, above the Empress. So if they did come in to talk to you, I don't feel like they've been talking to you at all. If they did come and talk to you, I almost feel like their apology of what they should have done, maybe an apology of love coming from the heart, became something else. It became more conflict and trying to skirt around the issue, trying not to say too much or telling you lies or half truths. Not really good energy. If they came in, the person that you already know who I'm talking about, because you've already been fighting with this person, you had like major words with this person, this did not go down well at all. Whether it be a love relationship, or even if it's a close family member or friend, could be a business as well, business partners as well, it did not go down well at all. You are the Empress. You're embodying all four queens. You're manifesting the things you need and want in life. You're very nurturing, very grounded, very fertile. If you happen to be a woman, I would say, you know, the Empress speaks of pregnancy sometimes, but with these Seven of Swords and all that, it's not about pregnancy right now for this one. Yeah, so this is the immediate past, what we're dealing with. Some very heavy energies. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if we can get some more for the present situation, see if how things go. We have the Justice card in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles upright. The Hermit card in the upright. We have the this Knight of Swords in the upright. And the back of the deck is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is definitely an offer of love, or at least emotional support of some sort. And right behind that, we do have the Eight of Wands finally in the upright. But it's interesting because we don't have a new start here, a new passionate start with you, the Queen of Pentacles. But somebody is wanting a new start here because I just saw the Fool card. Interesting. All right, so they are coming in. It does look like they're coming in with some offer of love here, and they want to finally speak the truth. And interestingly enough, the Knight of Swords is right below the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So, again though, the only problem with this is the Justice card is in reverse. Now, the universe will balance out these scales, one way or the other. It will do so. That's what karma is all about. So, but this person doesn't seem to be taking responsibility for their actions, whatever those particularly were in the past. Someone's reevaluating the situation with the Seven of Pentacles here. And then we also have the Hermit. So someone's going within, looking inward, seeing what's going on, maybe finally following their higher tuition and really looking into the depths of what's going on. And that's good, because this could be a big dark night of the soul for this person. All right, let's get some clarifiers here. Clarifiers, please, for this. For the Justice, I need 2 cards, please. That was 1. 5 of Cups came out, reverse again. That's the second time this card has come out. Oh, excuse me, 8 of Cups. What am I saying? The 8 of Cups has finally returned. Now, oh, that's a big U-turn. Okay, 1 more. And we have the 3 of Pentacles here, too. There still could be a third party, or they're wanting to come to work with you, to work on this together, maybe even business sense as well. The only problem is that if this is a love relationship, I'm feeling there still may be a third party involved. All right, let's see what the 7 of Pentacles is about. Maybe this is you reevaluating the situation. We'll know a little bit more here. We have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Queen of Wands in the upright. Okay, so this is you reevaluating the situation. And let's see if we can get 2 for the Hermit, please. 2 for the Hermit, 2 for the Hermit. All right, so we have the Strength card in reverse. And Knight of Swords again, right next to the Knight of Swords. Okay. They're trying to find the strength to communicate. And I think at the end here, they will come riding in with some truth. So again, this present moment is basically the month of September. Like, we had the immediate past before, that could have been August, July, June, whatever time frame that was for you. And then now we have the present moment, which is usually about, the month of September. Now, it is fluid, so it may be a little bit before, a little after. And then, of course, we'll have the advice, and then the 3 months after that. So, Knight of Swords, please. Knight of Swords. We have the King of Wands, your counterpart. This is them wanting to come in. It looks like they're coming in as an upright king, which is good. Letting their defenses down too. Good. All right. Overall, 6 of the Swords, wanting to move to calmer waters with you. All right. So it's interesting too, because you've got to really remember this is a placement of probably at least 30 days in here, right? They do want some coming in with some kind of cup of love. However, I do kind of feel like there's still a third party here. Like, they want to work with you, but I still feel like there's a third party energy. And considering the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords from the immediate past, the abandonment, they may have left you for a third party, fitted as it applies. But they're wanting to come back, because we have this 8 of Cups in the reverse. They're like almost making a U-turn back to you. But they're still, sorry about that. They're not taking responsibility for their actions as of yet, because the Justice card is in reverse. So I don't really like this. And it's funny too, because the Justice card in the reverse is right underneath the apology, which they apparently never gave you. Thinking it was a waste of time, or it was just too late. So we do have you reevaluating the situation when they do come in here. Because we have you looking at these 7 of Pentacles, and but I think you're thinking that this is just not beneficial for you. This relationship was never balanced. This 6 of Pentacles, just screams of inequality in the relationship, not someone giving more than the other. And you being the Empress here, I'm pretty sure that was you giving more in this situation than your counterpart, the King of Wands here. So, but they are looking at you and viewing you as this beautiful Queen of Wands here, which is a very sexy, stable person, going after what they want. I mean, the Queen and King usually, draw attention to themselves and usually manifest very quickly what they want. They're go-getters, and so all eyes are on you. You may have other suitors that that are barking up your tree, basically. You already may have somebody else that you're looking at, but you seem to be in a really good position. But I don't think you're really looking at this and saying, there wasn't a balance here before. Why are you coming back? Kind of thing. Again, we have this Knight of Cups here. So we have them still looking in. Within this time period, we still have them looking inward and trying to find the strength to communicate. I think, to me, it almost feels like I think what they might do is come in first to talk to you and maybe try to communicate to you about what's going on. And they may even tell you that maybe they're still with this third party, etc., or whatever's going on. Hopefully they will at least speak truth about that. But they are taking responsibility for their actions, so they may not. So be very wary of that. But I think you're going to probably see right through that anyway. You're going to follow your intuition and go, something's not right here. And plus, you may not even want this person back because everything's never been very equal in this relationship. There's been no balance. So once I think that you're kind of reevaluating this, I think they're going to look inward because I think you're going to be very, very hesitant. And I don't think you're going to be buying their shit, if you know what I mean. So I think you're going to kind of drift away a bit. I mean, maybe still thinking about it, which is going to, I think, prompt them to look inward more about really having to tell the truth here. Knight of Swords twice here on the present situation. But they're going to have to find the strength to do so because we got the strength in the reverse. It's really difficult for them to tell you the truth and what's going on here. You saw all the lies in the past. You saw the Five of Swords, you saw the Seven of Swords, you saw the Ace of Swords. This person has been deceptive right from God knows how long. And you don't particularly trust this person. I mean, if you did, I'd be surprised. So for them to actually finally come in and tell the truth, because they have this Knight of Swords again, and over here it's the more prominent one, so it seems like more the end of the month of September. Again, doesn't necessarily have to be, but as we're reading the weeks here, you have the King of Wands. This is them rushing in. Your counterpart, King and Queen of Wands. They're finally letting their defenses go, looking inward enough to finally find the strength to really tell the truth of everything. And isn't that, I think that's really kind of what you wanted anyway, just to tell the fucking truth. So, I mean, hello. So let's see what the obstacles may be, or advice from Spirit. All right, that's one. Page of Wands, upright. They're all jumping out. Okay. We have the Ten of Swords in the upright. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and Seven of Swords in the upright again. Right on the same column, the Seven of Swords appeared. Okay, let's see what it all is wrapping up to. Because again, this could be obstacles or advice just to keep you. Make sure. Remember, I told you, especially in the beginning, this person I don't think is going to come in and really tell you everything. Obviously they're not, because you have the Knight of Swords at the very end of this. We have the King of Pentacles in the underneath of the deck. But this is classic. Look at this. They're trying to come in as the King of Pentacles, like, I'm good, I'm very secure, I'm grounded, everything's fantastic. Hello. Look what's really underneath. Ten of Swords, everything is fine. I'm good. Don't believe the bullshit. Don't believe the hype. Please. I don't care what they're posting on social media or what the hell. They ain't okay. They ain't this. They are not this. They're pretending to be this. They're not this. They're pretending to be this because they really want you back. And again, that's where that problem with the truth comes in. It's just tell me the friggin' truth, you know? I mean, I think this is really kind of what all we want. Anyway, I'm just gonna have a little more coffee. I'm a little tired today. The new moon is tomorrow. Today's the 17th of August, so just so you know, whenever you're looking and viewing this. It's been sort of very draining today. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Page of Wands. They're wanting to come in and communicate, right? This is, the Wands are about passion, about creativity. And they could have, find you very sexually appealing. Obviously, you're both King and Queen of Wands here, so no doubt that's a given, right? So you have the Ten of Swords right next to it. So again, we have the Ten of Swords, the Everything Fine card underneath the King here. Ten of Swords, they're holding on to this pain. I mean, the thing is, it's like they should be almost over it by now. Like the tens are completions. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is not really offering anything of stability. Again, they're coming as the Page of Wands, offering a little like heat, if you know what I mean. But they're not offering any stability. Like this person has a fear of commitment, it looks like. Because again, the Hierophant above was also in reverse. That's also a card of commitment, marriages, ceremonies. You know, even if it's not marriage per se, it's still some form of commitment. Like, I love you, will you stay? Or are you going to leave me? You know, that kind of thing. And then you have the Seven of Swords here, which talks again about deceit, trying to get away with something. It's like, it's like, all right, so let's, here, we'll use this deck here. For the clarifiers, please, can I have 2 cards for the Page of Wands, please? We have the Eight of Swords in the upright. We have the Queen of Swords in the upright. There you are. You're like, don't mess with me, bitch. Don't mess with me. All right, let's get the Ten of Swords, please. 2 for the Ten of Swords. 2 for the Ten of Swords, please. Death in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. All right, let's get one more. Let's get 2 more for the Page of Pentacles, please. 2 more for the Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords up in reverse, rather, and 2 of Pentacles in the upright. That's why I said I feel this person has a third party that they're still dealing with, or another situation if it's not a third party. 7 of Swords, please. Can I have 2 cards for the 7 of Swords? Hangman in the upright, and let's check one more time. Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, that's you. The funny thing is now, was in the previous deck, the King of Pentacles was back before I used this as clarifiers. Now, this is again your counterpart, right? But you're on a new mission. Like you've been taking care of yourself. Like you've been doing your own thing. You've been starting all over again without this person. Like you've been taking it right. Remember, they were the 10 of Swords. Everything is fine. That's not you. You're like moving on. You're moving on to bigger and better things. You're taking a whole new journey here. So a big difference in energies, even though they're pretending to be the King of Pentacles. So they're coming in with some offer. I think this is more about them being in their head than you. You know, what are they going to say? How are they going to say it? They're kind of so caught up in their head about what they're going to say. And trying to avoid the truth, basically, because, and you know, if there's still a third party situation, which I believe there is, or another situation with this Pentacles and this 2 of Swords, they're trying to figure out what to say and how they're going to go about this, because they still want you in their life, but they also still want this situation, dealing with it, whatever the situation is as well. You're this. You're like, you better tell me the truth, I'm going to cut your head off. Like, you're seriously not taking any prisoners here. And you're just like, all I want is the truth. That's really it. Like, please don't even come to me if you don't have any truth. And that's what they're going to do. And that's why it's going to make you sort of reevaluate and say, well, this was an equal relationship to begin with. That's going to make them have to soul search again and try to figure it out. Because then we have the 10 of Swords, because they're still going through this 10 of Swords. This is their energy. Trying to avoid this ending with you, and also trying to avoid, like, they want a new start with you, but it's blocked, obviously. Why? Because you're like, this ain't balanced. Why would I be going back to it, you know? So it's interesting that they want to try to, you know, stop this from happening. They actually, and there's another scenario over here. If you already have somebody else involved in your life, like you've decided to move on, and you've already got somebody interested in you, they may also be trying to avoid avoid their ending and try to stop your new beginning. You know what I mean? So you got to be really careful about this, especially when I see the 7 of Swords popped up again. So now we have the Page of Pentacles. It's like, what are you offering? But see, they can't offer this. They can't offer any stability or whatnot. They want you, I feel like they're just like, they want to roll around the hay with you. Like they want something with you, but they're not committing everything. Because they can't. Because why? They have to make a decision about this friggin' situation with a third party, and which they've been sitting on for God knows how long. This is stagnant energy in the 2 of Swords in reverse. Stagnant, stagnant, stagnant. And they're still juggling with the 2 of Pentacles here. That's why you're kind of, and that's why they're going, it's right over here over the Hermit card again. They're going to have to find the strength to figure out what they want in life. What do you want? Figure it out. You're a big boy, big girl. Come on. So, again, we have the Seven of Swords energy. We do have the Hangman. This whole process may have taken a very long time because this does speak of patience. Now, which is interesting is this is also a card of seeing things differently. But you see, there's no new start. There's a blockage in this new passionate beginning. So when they come in, I feel like they're still going to use some deceptive measures. And I think that's what the universe is saying is be really careful with this person. And I think it's for also you is to make sure you look at things differently. Look at things with every angle. Every angle. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition because it's a very spiritual card. Follow your intuition about this and don't get caught up in this. This Ace of Wands is like, it's kind of a blockage here. So just be careful about like them offering you a new start. Really be careful because I feel like this person, they're just not truthful and you're expecting them to suddenly change everything to go, and they're still juggling and everything else. Let's see what the outcome is and let's get a really good idea of what this outcome is going to be here. You're sitting pretty. You're in a really good spot, Sagittarius. You really are. Let's see. Let's see what the future outcome is here. Can I have 4 cards for the future outcome, please? The Emperor in the upright. Finally, he comes out. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Nine of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Two of Cups in the upright. Okay, interesting. Now, we have the Four of Wands in the upright in the back of the deck. This does speak of weddings, ceremonies, engagements, celebrating milestones, building new foundations. Let's see what's behind it. Nine of Wands, someone almost giving up or giving up. Still unfinished business here. King of Wands in reverse though. Thinking it's too late to offer this cup. Yeah. This person, and very sort of, the King of Wands in reverse too is someone who's very angry, could be very sort of egotistical, prideful. It's a fire sign energy, which you may be dealing with a fire sign, but it doesn't really matter if you're dealing with a Scorpio. It's just the energy this person's carrying, and there's unfinished business here. Like someone's almost ready to give up for this Four of Wands. This person is very wishy-washy. And it's interesting too, and I have to say this before I finish this, is that I also feel during this entire time, because this is a very pivotal year. This is obviously, if you haven't noticed, that's a little crazy. But there's almost like a shift of energy. People are waking up, others are not quite, some are. But it's like this vibrational energy shift is going on. Like people who are up here, are associating with more people up here. Like you're finding your soul tribes and everything else. And the others that are not, that are maybe not quite awakened yet or whatever, or like in another realm. Which is interesting because before it would be a little bit more mishmash. The energies would also created a hell of a lot of conflict. So, and that doesn't say this group is better than this. It's just that others have woken up before these people have. And not everybody's going to wake up either. But at least, it is about, that's why I said it's also about being, having compassion for the people who haven't quite woken up yet. Because they will. Hopefully they will. Send them love. That's the whole thing, is to keep sending them love and good vibes if they do finally wake up. And they will. It is a matter of time for some people. Sometimes it takes other people longer to do so. So, we do have the Emperor energy here. Of course, their energy. Trying to convince the Emperor, having courage. Nine of Pentacles, someone standing in their own power. Which, we'll find out if that's you or them. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And this is, of course, a wish fulfillment blocked. And it's interesting, too, that it is right over all the juggling bullshit with your and the person you're dealing with. And then you have the Two of Cups here, which is about love. I mean, it's a soulmate, could be twin flame as well. But again, even if it's not romantic, this can still be very close soul bonds. And also, again, contracts for business, working together, those kind of things. So let's find a little bit more. And this can be sometimes an older person, a boss as well, if we're talking about, you know, finances or more in a business sense. So, and this also speaks of doing things by the book, with the Emperor. So let's get some clarifiers here. We're gonna see what happens. At least the Emperor is coming up, right? Okay, 2 cards for the Emperor, please. All right, we have the Queen of Wands in the upright. That's you again, coming up. We also have the Six of Cups in the reverse. Okay. They are really thinking about the past. They really do find you very attractive, very beautiful, a go-getter. And they're trying to match your level. They're trying to come out as the Emperor. But remember, we did see, now this is in the future, that they may actually do it. Who knows? We did see, remember, the King of Pentacles in the upright, but right behind that was the Everything is Fine card, which is the Ten of Swords. This deck has 2 Ten of Swords. So it's they are obsessing about you and about the past and whatnot. Let's get some 2 cards here for the Nine of Pentacles, please. I think you may tell this person no. The Judgment card, upright. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, okay, let me just, before I read this all, let me just get the other cards out. 2 more cards for the Nine of Cups, please. That's 1. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Oh, it sounds like you're going to cut this person out. And we have the Ace of Wands in the upright this time. All right, let's see. 2 of Cups, please. Can I have one to the 2 of Cups? 9 of Pentacles again, same row, upward. Wow, okay. The Magician card in reverse. Interesting. In the back of the deck, the Justice card again in reverse. Not taking responsibility for one's actions. And right behind that, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, things not moving forward. Okay. I think that wraps it up, really. Yeah, this person is... They're going to be obsessing about you. You know, you're coming in here as the Queen of Swords. They will come and communicate to you, right? They're going to tell you some more truth, hopefully. And again, I don't feel it's all the truth because, again, right now we have the warning signs of their juggling, of the 7 of Swords, etc. in the advice and blockages. So, and that's interesting too because you're the Queen of Swords in this particular row. Like you're just like cutting everything out. So they're obsessing about you. They find you so attractive and so alluring. They're trying to come onto your level. But I know, again, with that King of Pentacles, the whole knife swords thing, they want to reconcile with you, obviously. They see you standing in your power. I mean, you're the friggin' Empress. You got this Queen of Wands here. And they're trying to get out of this abandonment, you know, with this 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they see you standing in your power, like, just like doing it, like, you know, making everything happen, making your dreams happen. But they really want to reconcile with you. So that's what I mean. And the funny thing is, too, it's right over. This is the way the universe works. They're right over this, again, the 10 of Swords they're going through, and they're trying to avoid this ending, right? And it's right, the 9 of Pentacles is right below it. And again here, you know, with the juggling, all the juggling that's going on in this particular column, you have the 9 of Cups. Their wish fulfillment is blocked. Why? Because you're going to cut them out. That's Queen of Swords reverse. You're going to give this person a moment to like talk, and you may even give them, you know, a couple months, like maybe the beginning of the month, and then the end of the month. This is the future though. You're cutting them out. You're cutting them out, and I think you're just going on your merry way with your new passionate beginning of yourself. Because you're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of yourself. The Two of Cups is here. Now, this person obviously, I do believe, sees you as a soulmate, and maybe you did it one time too. And don't get me wrong, we have to learn a lot of lessons from soulmates and twin flames as well, but does not mean you have to be with this person. Sometimes it's just purely for the lessons, and that's it. So, and I know that's very painful. Trust me, I know. I've talked about a little bit of my own experiences. Two of Cups though, and then we have here the Nine of Pentacles, standing in your own power. And this is, I feel, is you. It's like you, even if you got somebody else involved, it's like you are standing in your power. You don't need anybody to complete you. You've done your healing. You don't need anybody to complete you emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. You're good. And you're going, and if somebody comes in to join you for this Two of Cups, they're going to be your equal. They're going to be standing on their own 2 feet as well to join you in this Two of Cups. Now, what's interesting is this person is also wants this with you, and they're going to try to manipulate the situation. This is either not knowing how to manifest what they want, or they're going to try to use trickery, manipulation, etc. Well, which we already saw through the Seven of Swords popping up all the time. That's trickery. That's manipulation. That's this card upside down. This card's usually a beautiful card in the upright. In the reverse, it sucks. So, yeah, it just, they want this with you, and I think you're just going to go about your merry way and stand in your power and do you. You got the Nine of Pentacles popping up here twice for you in this present situation. You got the Queen of Wands here. I think you're just going to cut them out. I think you may have been waiting for a long time, maybe for an apology or something. They waited way too long. They're still using manipulation and lies, and they're still involved with a third party. And you know what? If that's their thing, then you know what? Because that's you, baby. Cutting them out. Cutting them out. It's go on to the abundance that is meant for you. And that's what I see you doing. That's what I see with this new Ace of Wands. You're creating a whole new start for yourself. A new beautiful beginning that's going to be creative. And it does say, again, this is the warning sign, is that you really need to be careful with this person and really look at things at all different angles, because it may block this new start for you. And you don't want that. You want to continue. You want to have your abundance. You want to have your joy. So, Sagittarius, let's pick some oracle cards for you. We have self-reflection, and we have apologize. And then back in the deck, we have look through the situation. Yeah, look through the situation. And this is very important too, because with everything's going on, again, you may really love this person, you may have really cared for this person and really gave your all for this person. And they disappointed you very much. I can see through all these cards. You have to look through the situation and know that sometimes you just have to go on your own and just do that and leave these situations behind and realize that this was really here to teach you the lessons that you can grow and really stand in your power. This was the lessons that Spirit needed to teach you, that you can stand on your own 2 feet in every way, that you are complete, that you don't need anybody's help. Now, it's wonderful to have people come into your life, to love you, etc., but it's got to be an equal give and take, and you know that. So, beautiful, do you remember that? Now, the self-reflection, always important, and this is the same thing I was talking about, look through the situation. Self-reflection about, your part in this whole thing, the lessons you learned, what this person meant to you, etc. It's always good to self-reflect. It's the way how we learn. The apologize. Now, it may seem strange to have to apologize to have a person that's still lying to you, etc. But you did, again, this is where the self-reflection comes into play. It takes two. It always takes two people in a relationship. No one is ever a saint, okay? So we all do our part, we all have our part to play. That doesn't mean this person is still deceptive or not, because apparently they're still working in those low vibrational energies, unfortunately. And they may wake up eventually, someday, they might. But you're going up on your own journey now. And it does say that sometimes when you guys do get together and talk, to also apologize for your part in it. To realize that, yeah, you had a hand in this and way things played out as well. And, you know, it doesn't seem to be salvageable because you walking away, because this person is still going low vibrational here. Still trying to get away with things, still trying to be in a third party or another situation, which isn't good. You don't come back that way if you want to try to come back and win somebody's heart. You know? This person doesn't seem they know what they want at this point in juncture. It may take some more time before they actually wake up. But that does not mean you have to sit here and wait for this person either. You have a whole life to live. You have a whole life to live. Remember, this person may wake up in a month, years from now, may never wake up. You don't wait around. There's so much the universe wants to give you, and to start here. That potential new Ace of Wands is so beautiful. So, my dear Sagittarius, that is my reading for you for the month of September. Do check for the weeklies, of course. I usually release them on Saturdays. Fridays or Saturdays, usually Saturdays. So I guess that's about it. So like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. And if you do need a personal reading, again, my email is below in the description box. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.